Alright, so this is what I can only assume the Mind Palace, which was stated when you were looking around for Marcus's audio receptors. So I'm assuming that what this is where is like their conscience, like where they go when they're, well, I don't want to say off, but I guess like just where they go inside of themselves, I guess. I mean, that's the only logical explanation I can come up with for this place.
Hello, Amanda.
Connor, it's good to see you. Congratulations, Connor.
You see, when she first said that, I thought she was going to say, congratulations, you're not dead yet.
And the way you interrogated it was very clever.
I mean, it still killed itself, though.
You've been remarkably efficient, Connor.
Yeah, but it still killed itself. It would have been useful if it
Thank
didn't
you,
kill
Amanda.
itself.
We've asked the DPD to transfer it to us for further study.
I mean, I don't know what it's going to
May
do for
teach us
you.
something about what happened.
What is it going to teach you? It's dead. It shot itself in the head.
Seemed challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
It showed all the signs of deviancy. Cognitive instability, unpredictable behavior, and the emulation of human emotions. It was even afraid to die.
How
The model was clearly
preposterous.
defective.
This Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case.
Yeah, man, he's my bro.
What do you make of him?
He's my bro.
I think he's irritable and socially challenged. But I also think he used to be a good detective.
Yeah, something happened there.
He's an intriguing character.
Something happened to him.
Unfortunately, we have no choice but to work with him.
I mean,
What do
unfortunately,
you think is
I like
the best
him.
approach?
I mean, I just want to be friends with the guy.
I will try to establish a friendly relationship.
And here's what pisses me off. That makes
If I
her
can get him to
upset.
trust me, it will be helpful for the investigation.
I guess she thinks, oh, well, if you want to be friendly, that means you're going to
More
become a
and more
deviant or
androids
something.
show
What, you want me to
signs of
be a dick to
deviancy.
him?
There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous.
Well, you should have thought about
You're
that
the
before you
most
made
advanced
robots.
prototype CyberLife has ever created. If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
We have to trust an android to figure out what's happening to the androids we built.
Hurry,
Because
Connor.
even we can't figure
There's
out
little
what's
time.
wrong with them. If you can't figure out what's wrong with the androids you built, how do you think an android that you built is going to figure out what's wrong with the other androids that you built? Something doesn't add up there. I'm still something you made. How am I supposed to find something out when you don't even know what it is? What? That logic makes no sense.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Yes.
Let me blink my Morse code at you.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his
It's
desk.
pretty nifty that, you know, androids come with Morse code in them. It's pretty interesting. Thought that shit died out in World War II. No one uses that anymore. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, we gotta go find his desk. Which I just found, like, I knew where it was, so I just knew right where to go. There it is.
Excuse me. Do you know what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
Thanks.
I like how you can tell Connor's just really upset with that. He's like, oh, I gotta wait. I just realized you sit down only to stand right back up again. What was the point in sitting down if you're just gonna stand right again? Seriously, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, I'm gonna go explore his desk. Maybe I can figure stuff out about him. What you listening to, bruh? Anything good? Let's see what's playing. Oh, it's loud. What the fuck? The fuck is this? Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Great.
Call Hank Anderson.
Hi, this is Hank. Not here at the moment. Leave a message if that's what turns you on, but don't expect me to call back. Beep.
Oh.
Lieutenant Anderson, this is Connor. I'm the android sent by Sylvia. It's almost noon, and I'm waiting for you at the office.
So yeah, that was my original reaction to that whole exchange, and you can clearly tell what I meant by the audio was fucked up, and I'm very upset with that. I'm honestly just very depressed with the way that turned out. From now on, though, I'm definitely gonna make sure that everything is right. So Anderson apparently hates androids. That's interesting. He's also got this little Japanese tree here. It's pretty cool. Of course, they gotta shove the stereotype about cops eating donuts in there. I mean, it's just, you just have to. See, so he did a lot of drug busting. He also has a Saint Bernard. I love dogs. My boy is a Detroit Gears fan. Now, here I just started reading like a bunch of articles and stuff. I don't want to read them again. I just don't. So I'm just gonna skip ahead of this because I really don't want to read this stuff again. I know I'm trying not to skip as much as possible so people can see the whole story of the game. But see, here's the problem here is that I already read through it all and it's just a lot and I don't want to do it again. It just talks about like his background, like how he did drug busts and stuff.
Jesus.
Hank, in my office.
It's always a good day when the first thing you hear when entering your office, when your place of business, is your superior yelling at you to get in his office. Always the best thing to hear first thing in the morning.
I've got 10 new cases involving androids on my desk every day.
Well, shit, someone
We've
better do
always had
something about it.
isolated incidents. Old ladies losing their android maids and that kind of crap. But now, we're getting reports of assaults and even homicide, like that guy last night. This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit? I am the least qualified cop in the country to handle this case. I know jack shit about androids, Jeffrey. I can barely change the settings on my own phone.
Everybody's overloaded. I think you're perfectly qualified for this type of investigation.
Bullshit!
You know, Hank, I don't think it's a smart idea to argue with your superior. He can literally fire you. Okay, well, not literally, but he can fire you.
Prototype. It'll act as your partner.
Jesus,
No fucking way.
imagine if your boss
partner,
could literally
and certainly
fire
not
you.
this
Holy
plastic
fuck.
prick.
Hey, you're fired. Here's your pink slip,
You
and I'm gonna let you on
seriously
fire.
starting to piss me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
He can fire you. I don't know why you're yelling at your boss like that.
Pages to your disciplinary
Seriously.
Because it already looks like a fucking novel. This conversation is over.
You're yelling at your superior, Hank.
Jesus Christ, why are you doing
He
this
could
to
just
me?
do this,
You know how
and
much
you're
I hate
done.
these fucking things? Why are you doing this to me?
Listen, I've had just about enough of your bitching.
Hey, come on,
Either
Hank.
you
You're acting
do
like
your
a
job
child.
Or you hand in your badge. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
Pretty stupid, Hank. I mean, you've been on the force for like what? Like at least 20 years, and you're yelling at your superior.
I'm very pleased to have joined the team. I can assure you I'll do my very
Close
best.
the door on your way out.
Have a nice day, Captain.
Hey Hank, your bestie's back. I'm here to hang out with you. Let's talk about girls. What do you want to talk about, huh? We're gonna have a slumber party. How's it going, Hank?
I get the impression my presence causes you some inconvenience, Lieutenant. I'd like you to know I'm very sorry about that.
Hank, you're acting like a 5-year-old. Look at that.
In any
That's
case,
how a
I'd
5-year-old
like you to
looks
know
when
I'm very
they're
happy to be
angry.
I'm sure we'll make a great team.
That is literally how a 5-year-old looks when they are upset and pouting. Just
Now
like
we're
that.
partners, it would be great to get to know each other better.
Yeah, come on, Hank. I want to know you. Let's pal around. I saw a video on YouTube. There's like an hour-long
Is there a
video of our
desk
bromance.
anywhere I
What's
could
wrong
use?
with you?
No one's using that one.
Oh, Hank, this is just like school. Oh, if we were in school, I'd be sitting right across from my best friend in the world, Hank. So, Hank, you want to pass notes back and forth about how the captain's a piece of shit? Yeah? Man. What's up with the music, man? Come on.
Do you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music
Fun
as
fact,
such,
I do.
but I'd like to.
Me, Strike of God, I listen to heavy metal. I like them shits.
A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular
This is
you
like
despise me?
poking the bear, the sleeping bear with the stick. You just I'm interested in your backstory, Hank, but at the same time, I'm afraid you're gonna snap at me. I don't like it. Just calm down. If you keep making that face, Hank, it's gonna stick. Also, all I want to know is to get to know you, and you're getting pissed off at me. I understand you don't want to talk about it. Just calm down, Hank, please.
You have a dog, right?
How do you know that?
The dog hair's on your chair. I like dogs. What's your dog's name?
What's it to you?
See, then he gets really defensive about his dog. Who doesn't want to talk about
Sumo.
dogs?
I call him Sumo.
That's a cute name. But still, why did you get all defensive about me asking what your dog's name was? I mean, come on, man.
You're a Detroit Gears fan, right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
You say that as if I knew that. You said that to me as if I'm supposed to know that's what you were watching.
If you have any files on Deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
You see, there should be caution when telling androids to, quote, knock themselves out. I mean, they might take it literally. What if poor Connor here took it literally and just fucking bashed his head in and then knocked himself out? Then you'd feel bad. Actually, no, you wouldn't. You'd feel happy. You guys didn't miss anything. All it was talking about was like different cases.
243 files.
And then also my
First
case about
dates
how
back 9 months.
about how I killed
It all started in
Alice's
Detroit
dad.
and quickly spread across the country. An AX-400 is reported to have murdered a man last night.
Yeah.
That could be a good starting point for our investigations.
Hank, you're acting like a fucking child. Get over yourself. What, you're mad you have to do work? And then you try ignoring me with this bullshit. Here's what I don't like. Here, no matter what you
I
pick,
understand
he gets
you're
mad.
facing personal issues, Lieutenant.
Actually,
But you need to move
actually, not
past
that. Not that.
And
Hey, don't talk to me like you know me. I'm not your friend, and I don't need your advice.
I don't know
okay?
if those all result in the same thing, but I know these second ones, no matter what you pick here, he'll just get mad. And he just gets pissed off.
I've been
And I don't
assigned
like
this
that.
mission, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to wait until you feel like working.
And the determined prompt made me
Asshole.
think
If it
made
up
me
to
think he
I'd
was
throw
going to
the
say,
lot of you
I'm
in the dumpster
determined
and set a
to
match
find
to
the
it.
deviant.
Stop pissing me off.
Hank,
Things are gonna get nasty.
you've got some anger problems though, man.
Lieutenant?
I like how this guy walks in.
Sorry to
Hey,
disturb
I'm
you.
sorry for
I have some
bothering
information
you
on the
while you're beating up
AX-400 that
your
killed the girl last
your
night.
very expensive
Been sighted in the
prototype
radio.
android,
I'm on it.
but we have a case. Like, dude, you're beating up on him. You know how much he costs? That'd come out of your paycheck, Hank. Now, this is where I have a problem. What she does right here, you're not, don't, you just throw it in. If that was a real fire, throwing fire in onto the smoldering wood would make it go out. And it would definitely not start that fast. At all. You're supposed to gently put the new wood on. Otherwise, you just throw it on there, the fire might go out. Now, here's what I don't like. Right here. If you didn't steal the clothes, you had to get new clothes here anyway. And I'm serious. You can't not change your clothes here. There's no way. Now, you didn't see it because I cut it out, but I stole money that was in the kitchen. I cut it out because I was wandering all over the place because for some reason I didn't see this room right away. But yeah, you have to get your new clothes here because even if you go into the bathroom to cut your hair and take out your LED and change your hair color, it doesn't pop up unless you change your clothes, which I don't like because what was the point in stealing or not stealing the clothes if you just got new clothes anyway? It's stuff like that in cage games that make me irritated because sometimes your choices don't matter because the same thing ends up happening regardless. I mean, only sometimes, not all the time. Also, apparently, only 18% of people remember to grab the gun back. How do you forget to grab the gun? I'm just curious. Just curious? How do you forget that? It's an important... It's a gun! How do you forget where you put your gun down? Now, this is where I regretted my decision because I loved her ponytail. I didn't know cutting your hair was optional. I thought you had to do it. I really hated my decision here because she looked so much better with the ponytail. I'm not really into short hair. Not only that, it's not even about, like, attractiveness. It's about the fact that I've seen her with ponytail for most of the game, and now she just looks weird. But white hair, though. She's gonna be rocking the white hair, because that looks nice. Now we gotta tear this out. Now, if I know you were able to do this earlier if you went to the bathroom before you put Alice to sleep, I think. But that doesn't really impact anything. You could just do it earlier. I'm gonna regret my choice for the rest of the game that I made her cut her ponytail. It's depressing. Oh shit. Cheese it, it's the fuzz!
That's all for now.
Oh my god, what was that? Did you see that? Ugh!
We've got officers sweeping the neighborhood in case anybody saw anything.
Okay, well, let me know if they turn anything up.
What are you gonna do with that?
Why is he just standing like that? Oh my god. Connor, I know you're an android, but you don't have to act completely devoid of life all the time.
It took the first bus that came along and stayed at the end of the line. Its decision wasn't planned. It was driven by fear.
Androids don't feel fear.
Deviants do.
You
They
didn't
get
realize
overwhelmed
that
by
by
their
now?
emotions and make irrational decisions.
You really didn't realize by now that deviants
All right, well, that still
feeling
doesn't tell us
motion.
where it went.
It didn't have a plan, and it had nowhere to go.
Hold on. Hank
Maybe it didn't go far.
said, "Oh, well, they don't feel fear." Literally in the interrogation with the deviant we caught earlier, he said I was scared to die. That's fear. What didn't you retain from that? Also, Ralph,
It's good for her.
you're a nice guy and all,
To make up for past
but no
misunderstandings.
one's eating that. Nobody's
Ralph will
eating
cook.
possum here.
We will do just like humans do. Humans like burnt meat.
I mean, yeah, but
Come and sit down.
not all kinds of meat. Although, I mean, I guess in the South, some people like possum. I don't fucking know how. Shit, people eat all
That's
kinds of
better.
weird things. People eat dogs. They eat
Ralph
They
went to
eat
a lot of trouble
cow
to find something
brains.
for the little girl to eat.
I mean, if I was in a pinch and I needed something to eat or I die, yeah, I guess I'd eat a possum. But we're not in that much of a pinch right now, Ralph. I'm not fucking eating that.
Succulent, you'll see. Succulent. Succulent.
I always like that word, succulent.
Mother,
You know something is gonna taste good when someone calls it succulent.
What did she say?
She said she doesn't want to eat it.
I don't know why I said that.
Well, maybe it's not good enough.
Also, Alice,
Maybe
why'd you get
she
upset
sees
that
the
I
better
said the
things.
truth? You're the one who
Well,
said it.
Ralph did this for her, so she's going to eat.
Ralph, please. You're a sweet guy, but come on. What is wrapped around
Go
your...
ahead.
What are you wearing anyway?
Eat.
You wearing cape? This reminds me of Resident Evil 7. I don't want to eat it, Jack. Don't make me eat it, Jack. Now, see, I feel bad for picking this.
I swear I'll blow your head off.
See, I feel bad for picking that. I don't know why I picked that. Look, I made him sad. He trusted us, and here I come with a fucking gun and pointed at him.
I know another android was here.
I don't know if there was a different outcome here where he wouldn't find you if you went somewhere else and you didn't get blood there. I really don't know. I know there's like 8 different endings to this one, to this specific mission, but I don't know if there's one where he doesn't find you. Anyone home? I'm the android sent by Cyberlife. Hello there. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife. Hey man, I'm gonna reassure you, alright?
Don't be afraid.
Yeah. I'm a fellow android. How do you do, fellow android?
Ralph just wanted to be nice. Ralph wanted to help.
Where is it?
She ran out the back door.
Yeah.
Connor, what's going on?
It's in the area. Call it in.
I get you wanted to be nice, Ralph,
Which way did it go?
but
That way.
forcing a little girl to eat a fried possum, I mean, you had good intentions, but you don't force people to eat possum. Also, when I was playing this, he kept stopping for no reason. I can only assume it's because the hitboxes on things were abnormally big, so like you didn't run into them, I guess. I don't know, but he just kept stopping at certain
over
points.
there.
Like right there.
Don't shoot. We need it alive.
Also, she has a human child with her. You want to shoot her? What are you doing? I never thought about that. You draw a gun on her, but she has a child with her. What's wrong with you?
Oh, fuck. That's insane.
You're right, Hank. That is insane. Now, see, when I was doing this, it was actually way harder than I thought it would have been. Like, it was legitimately hard. I almost failed a couple of these.
Hey, where are you going?
I can't let Let them get away.
They won't. They'll never make it to the other side.
I can't take that chance.
I originally
Hey, you won't get
planned
yourself
to go
killed.
after them and
Do not
actually
go
have
after
Kara
her,
get
Connor.
caught,
That's an order.
but I wanted to stay behind so Hank could become closer to me. I didn't want to disobey Hank's orders. Like, right there, I almost fucked up. By the way, yeah, they can die here. Like, both of them can die. It's fucked up. And I'm pretty sure in all of Alice's death scenes, they don't actually show her dying, because she's she's a kid, and that'd be pretty fucked up. What'd you say, Hank? They wouldn't make it? Look now, they made it, Hank.
You okay?
You regret that? You regret that decision, Hank? I mean, the police are still after you guys. I don't think now is the moment for an emotional hug. They're literally right across the highway. I don't think now is the time for this. Look, see, they're still there.